All right, this is part 4 of Chris's canoe build. Doing a good job, Chris. He just did this stem piece. It's all laminated, so it makes that nice little curve right there. And then he blended all these strips in very nicely. Looks good. Today we're going to put a coat of epoxy sealer coat, like a bonding coat, before we put the cloth on it, which will be in a few more weeks. So let's get started. We're going to come over here. Look at, ooh, he's ugly, ain't he? Yeah. We got the Raka. This is what I used on my boats and everything. Instead of the West system, use whatever you want. But this is more reasonably priced. Alright. Okay, with the Raka, we're going to do 2 pumps with the Part A. And 1 pump with the 350. This is what you're paying for, the 350. It's expensive. But it gives a real nice finish on it. So we're going to start out probably doing 4 pumps of one, 8 pumps of the other, and see where it gets us. And we're going to stir it for like, I think I used to stir mine for like 3 minutes. 1 minute? Okay, 1 minute.
1 to 3.
It's been a while since I've done it, but... Alright, we're going to get started here. And it's going to look awesome when we start. Chris might have to take a little break once he sees how glossy it is. So we got some poured on there. Now we're squeegeeing it out. What you want to do is you want to press it into all them little cracks and everything. Chris is going to have a lot of sanding to do. When you get it all done, then you want to sand it till it gets all cloudy again before you put your cloth back on. Some people put the cloth right over the wood and do it, but it takes so much epoxy to soak through that cloth that it's best to put this sealer coat on first. Alright. So we're going to start pouring it just a little bit. And Chris is going to roll it on down, and I'm going to smooth it out with this squeegee. Here.
Alright, have at it. Here, give me that cup. Thank you.
Don't try to stretch your epoxy to make it last, because this is a lifelong project. Put it on right. Even though it's expensive. Look for your little cracks in here as you're doing it. As I go over the cracks, I'll push down a little harder to try to squeeze it in there. See all this, I'll go back over it in a few minutes and get all them little runs out of there. That way Chris doesn't have to sand as hard. I don't care how hard he sands, he's my brother-in-law.
I care.
It's alright, we got our first coat of epoxy on, and I imagine it's going to be maybe even up to 3-4 weeks before we put the cloth on. We've got a lot of stuff to do in our time. But man, it's looking great. Look at how it pops. That cedar looks awesome. So Chris has got to sand all this down again to a dull finish. Alright, next video, another month or two. Adios.